Hey everybody. I am here. I'm glad to be here. I did the thing where you're like, "Oh, I'm just going to like pick up a few things," and then forever later you're like, "Oh crap, it's almost that time." So, anyhow, let me get my camera up here. Sorry for the in-depth view of my hand here. And I'm in a different room because my kids are downstairs eating currently. So, I'm dealing with camera angles. So, anyhow, I am just ready to get going on this braid, and I was going to have this all prepped up, but I don't. I do not have this prepped up yet, and I just wanted to get on here because I hope nobody's waiting on me to make this video in order to start spinning, but if you are watching this video in the future and you're like, what's happening? Basically, in our Facebook group, we are doing a spin along just for fun. And since it is Valentine's Day weekend, and I really like Valentine's Day, it's during a gloomy part of the year. I'm sitting here struggling with this braid like I've never. Oh, there we go. There's always one end. There's always one end. There's one end that's like the evil end that you can't get to untie. And then there's always the other end that's the much nicer end. So, pro tip for you. If you're fighting with one end, go try the other end. I don't know why that is. And this is one of our past month braids. But anyhow, so we're doing a spin along, and we brought back, it was our February braids from last year at Candy Hearts, which I don't have any to show you because they were so popular. I sold the one I had. I felt bad for somebody who wanted one, and so since I'm super nice, I sold the last one I was going to keep. But Whitney is making some more, so fear not, I will get mine. I just don't have it at the moment, so I wanted everybody that wanted one to have it to start with. And so we're using either the Candy Hearts braid, which is a speckled braid, and it looks like candy hearts for Valentine's Day, as you can imagine. Or I said, since we're doing a drawing for prizes, any past month braid from our braid club or fiber design bundle. They both have braids in them, usually the same braids. Sometimes the fiber bundle has different braids, but for the most part, they're the same. And so the challenge is, not that it's a super big challenge, but I love seeing how different people spin up basically the same fiber, but in different ways. And so I have challenged everybody to kind of pick, I guess, your favorite way of spinning, either, whether you're new and you're like, I'm just happy I made yarn, or more advanced, and then you can try to do something, do some tricks, whatever you want to do. So thread ply, chain ply, Navajo ply, 2-ply, single ply, whatever you want to do. You can be like, I'm going to do a super chill worsted and try to make it really even, or you can try to make it lumpy, bumpy, and crazy. And what I'm doing here while I'm talking is, like I said, I meant to do this in advance, but as you see, this braid is very like color blocked in sections. And my friend Brianna, who is like the queen of color sampling here. She does a lot of her braids where she chain plies them, and then hers are of course like even and perfect, but they have these great color changes. So what I should have done earlier, instead of cleaning the house, I was helping the girls make cookies for Valentine's Day. So that's what happened. But I'm pulling it into color block sections, and I will not bother doing the whole thing right now and make you watch me. But I'm going to spin like all the blue together, and then I'm going to spin all this like taupey brown color, which looks really ugly in this light, but it's a pretty taupey brown color. And then all the red together. And so then with chain ply, it's going to go in sections instead of being all mixed up. So let me, without further ado here, and I have on a dress, so fear not, I am not doing this pantsless. And this is my Spinolution Bullfrog. This may take me a second to get it exactly like I want it. I do have the poly winder on here. Let me have a brand new bobbin with a clumpy yarn on the end. There you go. I'll pop that off. And let's see, so the poly winder, when you're doing this, you take your leader thread and bring it down, then up over this peg, and then through the hoop here, boom, and then put it this way. I've got this on a middle whirl, which I may change, because I'm doing this on not my usual footing here. And I'm going to, for me, I'm going to try to do a really even worsted style spin here, because I'm wanting to do a thinner, more even, well-behaved Navajo ply for my final outcome, which, as you see, is not going to be perfect, because I'm not going to sit here and pull out this tiny little bit of brown that's in the blue. I think it's cool, so, I mean, I'm not sweating that. So I've pulled it into sections, and then I'm going to go through and kind of pre-draft out, for the sake of this video, some little strips here. And if you go in our Facebook group, you can see where people have been starting doing this. Other people, I guess, spinning similar, and they made like these great little, they look like little Easter eggs almost, of the sorted out fiber. And let's see. Oh, this isn't gonna work on this rug. Hold on. I'm sorry. I don't normally spin up here, but like I said, I was trying to avoid my family. So, yes, this carpet, another pro tip, and spinning wheels don't always get along. Oh, there we go. Now we're off to the races. So let that spin down, and I always have like an ugly little blob. I tell people in all of my courses not to sweat the first little bit there. You're always going to have kind of an ugly little blob on the beginning. So you can pause and see that the blue yarn has made it up here. And like I said, I promise I do have clothes on under this apron. And so I'm going to be trying to do a more chill worsted spin, which means I'm going to pull forward and smooth back. So I'm really trying to rein myself in here and not do woolen. If you watch a lot of my videos, I really get in, I like doing long draw where I'm pulling it back more with my hip. But for the sake of doing something different and trying to spin for a certain outcome like we were all talking about, I'm going to get myself going here on some nice worsted. And this is what most people start with. We're pulling it forward and smoothing it back. Then you connect one little fuzzy end to the next. If you're new or spinner or don't spin yet, that's how that works. The fuzzy ends are like glue. Let me try to move this camera. Like I said, I'm ready for the, so yeah, I've got my pile of pre-drafted here. Pulling forward and smoothing back. But anyhow, like I said, if you would like to spin along with us and you're watching this live, like I said, our Facebook group is the Handspun Yarn Love group, and we are a fun group, and everybody's just posting pictures on there of, you know, like what they chose to spin and their progress pictures, and we're going to do this for a week. And then everybody who participated and used some of our fiber, whether they finished or not, we're going to put everybody's name in a hat and do a drawing for some prizes, because we really like doing fun, silly group projects, and everybody likes prizes. So, like I said, you can see with the poly winder, the way this works is, and like I said, this is the only one of my wheels I have this on, so I'm just switching pegs on all the rest of them. But this one, as it fills up, it kind of, and don't ask me to explain the, you know, how this works, the engineering on this to you, but basically it moves back and forth on like this little angled slide and will fill the bobbin. And like I said, this has been on my, this is the Spinlution Bullfrog, which I'm happy to give you more of a tour of here in a minute, but I have plenty of other videos. And it's been in my studio versus downstairs by the TV. Let's see. Unfortunately, I was removed from Facebook for being mean to... Oh, no. I'm sorry, Facebook and all the politics. Well, if you want to email me, I am happy to... we'll figure out something else. If you're on Instagram, definitely want to include anybody that wants to be included. So if you have Facebook issues... feel free to email me and we'll figure it out, because we're definitely like to, you know, God knows these days, I feel you, we have to work around all the craziness on, everything. Like the story of my life. But, oh, yeah, I also I almost forgot. I did promise that since this was a, yeah, no, please email me. Like I said, if you're on Instagram or something, you can just email me some pictures. You want to spin along with us, we will, we're definitely, like I said, Instagram would be a good option because I know a lot of people are on there doing that. But hold on, you can see my table is way back there. This is the really dilapidated sofa that my kids have destroyed. Like I said, we're in the kind of the catch-all room upstairs. So, hold on. I was supposed to cheers you at the beginning of the video in gin and spin fashion. So this is my favorite gin. It is the Striped Pig gin. It's from Charleston, South Carolina, where I used to live. And you can only get it there, pretty much. I can't get it here, so I know this is not an official glass, but it was pink for Valentine's Day, so hope you're having a good Valentine's Day weekend. I know, I needed that after it's been a long week of, you know, if you have little kids right now, you understand how the in and out of school and you don't know what's happening with your life from one day to the next. So anyhow, there's the gin to go with our spin. And also, and this is literally just because it was too funny not to have, I discovered the world's weirdest cheese. I was like, I have to have that in the gin and spin. Here, my kids were really weirded out about the fact that this was in like wax. It is gin and rhubarb cheese, which I decided we needed for the gin and spin. And it's very odd. I think it would be good on like a cracker or something. It's kind of goat cheesy, but it really does taste just like gin and rhubarb. And if you would like some, it is at Aldi. So, one of my favorite places. But it does go very well with the gin. So, anyway, that was my, I kept telling everybody I was going to do that for this video. But I hope everybody does have a fun Valentine's Day weekend. Let me put it back on the wheel. Try to get a different angle here. There you go. But I hope you have a fun weekend one way or the other. I feel like many people do not care for Valentine's Day. But I love love and cheesy things, and I like cheese, obviously. You just saw that. And any excuse, like I said, this time of year to have a holiday, I am all for. Because the weather's all gloomy and it's not spring yet. But oh, look, here you can see from this angle. See how the poly winder, without me doing anything to it, and like I said, it's funny. It kind of fills up and then it goes back and then it comes back and forth. But anyhow, so not too much to see here. I'm just going to try really hard to make myself behave and spin nice, even singles. Nice, even worsted singles, like I know what I'm doing. And, which will be a challenge for me. But like I said, so worsted's what I'm talking about. Like I said, if you're new, it's where you pull flat. Basically, you're pulling the fiber from being like this. You're pulling it flat, and it's getting spun that way versus this way. So woolen, it kind of gets spun that way. Worsted, it's getting spun where the fibers are more compact. So that's where I'm pulling it forward, like pulling it flat, and then smoothing it back. So anyhow, happy spinning, everybody. See some of the yarn back there. I don't want to keep you on here forever, but if you are watching this video, we have officially started, so please grab your braid, post some pictures, tell me what you're spinning. If you have Facebook issues, email me and we'll figure something out. But I would love for you to spin along with us, and I can't wait to see all the candy heart braids, because I am personally jealous right now, even though we do have some more coming, and but for the spin along, or the monthly fiber braids, and we would love to see them. And if you have no clue what I'm talking about with our monthly fiber braids, I would be a terrible business owner if I did not mention that those are on our website. It's basically a subscription where once a month, and you can cancel whenever, we send out hand-dyed braids. The one that you saw, this one being an example, and they're not like seasonal, but we do try to really mix it up between, like, you know, more chill ombres one month and then like crazy brights the next month, just to you know, keep it mixed up and make all the people happy. And anyhow, so that's what I'm talking about. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, go to craftyhousewifeyarns.com and go check out our fiber subscriptions. I am very proud to say they are doing very well, and we would love to see you come spin along with us. This is the Spinolution Bullfrog. I am a dealer if you would like any more information. I love this wheel, and as you see from this little video, It is very quiet and very easy and super smooth. And like I said, the funny contraption is a new invention by Mike Polly, the maker of Spinolution, the Polly Winder, which, like I said, this is actually fun. I haven't gotten to play with this as much as I would like. So there you go. So I'm gonna head downstairs and help my kids with Valentine's cards. They they're gonna hand out some cards to the neighbor kids because they didn't get to do much at school this year. So I'm gonna go downstairs and do that. And the little one, of course, wants my cheese because she loves cheese. So I hope you are doing good, and I will see you soon.